What a thriller in North London. Manchester United fans, you'll want to hear this. Ruben Amorim has given his honest reaction after United's chaotic 2-2 draw against Tottenham Hotspur. From blowing a late lead to Matthijs de Ligt's last-gasp equalizer, to key injuries for Harry Maguire and Benjamin Sesko, Amorim's words say it all. Today was our day to win this game. Despite the frustration, United showed real fighting spirit, even with 10 men, and extended their unbeaten Premier League run to 5 games. Amorim also praised young goalkeeper Senne Lammens and highlighted the team's growth and mentality heading into the international break. Ruben Amorim reaction. Today was our day to win this game, Man United boss on wild draw at Spurs. Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has been giving his reaction to their wild draw against Tottenham Hotspur on Saturday, as the Red Devils were 1-0 up heading into the final stages but were 2-1 down and then rescued a point in the 96th minute to make it 2-2. Amorim's project is still heading in the right direction as they are 5 games unbeaten in the Premier League, and his side showed plenty of spirit as they were down to 10 players when they scored the equalizer as Benjamin Sesko was forced off with an injury after United had made all of their subs. Below is the latest Ruben Amorim reaction from North London. On how he feels. In the end, if you see the game, I think during the game you feel that the 3 points were there to take them. But then with everything that happened with Harry Maguire, has to come out, Casemiro has to come out, then suffer 2 goals again in a short period of time, but to manage to score again, it's a point. When you cannot win, you don't lose the game. Once again we managed to do that. If you look to the game, if you feel the environment, we have so much to grow as a team because today was our day to win this game. On Spurs making changes to get back in the game, I think it is more that we need to look at ourselves. We were not pressing with the same intensity. We allowed because we felt comfortable, but we need to understand that, but also feel that if we have a little bit more bravery we can kill this game. But sometimes it is like that, you have a first half better than the second. On the mentality to get a point, I think it is the positive point is that they managed to push forward, to understand the last player has to push the ball to the final third, trying to win a corner. We did that, and we believe in our capacity to score goals until the last minute, and we did that. On Senne Lammens, he is doing really well. He is very adult. He understands that in the game a lot of things can happen. But especially for a goalkeeper, you need to move on. For anything that happens in the last minute, it is like a new game every time the ball is on the pitch. I think with 23 years old he understands that quite well. On Benjamin Sesko's injury, we have to see, but I think he has a problem. Let's see. On the feeling heading into the international break, it is a little bit frustration but also a little bit of pride in the response of the players after the second goal of Tottenham. Then to look at the team. I understand that this is just the tip of the iceberg. We are just in the beginning of becoming a very strong team. We have a lot to do, and we are going to work with the guys that are not going to the national team, and we are going to evaluate everything to also see the games from the kids, try to use this space for the evolution of our club, not just the first team. Ruben Amorim rues nightmare injury as Man United blow lead but draw at Tottenham. Manchester United's good form under Ruben Amorim just about continued as they blew a 1-0 lead but clawed back to 2-2 against Tottenham, to leave the manager wondering what might have been. Ruben Amorim's revitalized Manchester United nearly saw their strong run come to an end, as they let a 1-0 lead slip before battling back to secure a 2-2 draw against Tottenham Hotspur. The turning point came when Harry Maguire was forced off with a suspected hamstring injury midway through the second half. His absence disrupted United's defensive structure, allowing Spurs to mount a comeback and briefly take the lead. Both teams entered the clash level on 17 points, each aware that victory would lift them to second place, just 5 points behind league leaders Arsenal. In the end, the dramatic draw left Tottenham third and Manchester United seventh, separated only by goal difference, a frustrating but hard-fought result for Amorim's side. Bryan Mbeumo opened the scoring for United in the first half and they controlled much of the game. But Matthijs de Ligt equalized for Spurs following Maguire's withdrawal, and then Richarlison scored what looked like an injury time winner. Yet United were not done there. In the 95th minute, goalkeeper Senne Lammens came up for a United corner and defender Matthijs de Ligt, unmarked at the back post, headed into the net to make it 2-2, sparking rapturous celebrations in the away end and silencing the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. United had started brightly, with Bruno Fernandes pulling the strings and one ball finding Mbeumo, who squared it past the on-rushing Guillermo Vicario, but there was no teammate available to capitalize. Richarlison missed the host's best chance of the first half, with a poor header after good work from Brennan Johnson. But in the 32nd minute, United made them pay for a defensive calamity, as October's Premier League Player of the Month, Mbeumo, struck again. Spurs repeatedly failed to clear their lines, before a stunning ball from Amad Diallo found the Cameroon star, who converted with a precise header. Premier League pundit and Spurs striking legend Jermaine Defoe observed, "You have to stop the cross if you are Spurs. Man United keep it alive well, it's poor marking but it's such a controlled header." Mbeumo, who has scored 5 goals against Spurs in the Premier League, his joint most against an opponent in the competition, continued to shine in the second half, but it was a United teammate who then stood up to be counted when his side needed him most. In the 55th minute, Tottenham winger Wilson Odobert whipped in a ball towards the 6-yard box, where defender Christian Romero, having surged forward, found himself facing away from goal, and backheeled towards the net. United's summer signing Lammens reacted brilliantly to save it with one leg, and he was called into action again soon afterwards, saving well from Joao Palhinha, as he again showed why Amorim was so keen to replace Andre Onana with the young Belgian. Former Brighton striker Glenn Murray, speaking on BBC Radio 5 Live, said, "Lammens' positioning was really good on both chances. They were quite close to him, relatively easy saves but very good positioning. Johnson thought he had equalized just after the hour mark, but he was a long way offside when he collected a pass from Richarlison and slotted past Lammens into the bottom corner." Maguire was replaced by Lenny Yoro in the 73rd minute, and with him went United's defensive stability. Just over 10 minutes later, Spurs were level, thanks to a lovely turn and finish from Tel. Destiny Udigi played a low ball to him just near the penalty spot, and he took a good first touch and then fired high into the net. And things went from bad to worse for the visitors when Benjamin Sesko also hurt himself late on and had to be withdrawn, meaning United were forced to finish the match with 10 men. In the 91st minute, a Spurs corner fell to Wilson Odobert outside the box, and his shot was flicked on by Richarlison past Lammens, who on this occasion could do very little. Sesko had limped off for Manchester United and he had left them to 10 men after already making 5 substitutions. If I were Ruben Amorim, I would have left him on to stand out there and be a body. But the drama was not done there, as De Ligt got up highest to head in from 4 yards as the clock approached 96 minutes. And having only had 10 men at the time, huge credit has to be given to United for showing the strength of character to salvage a point from the game. Man United player ratings versus Tottenham including 3 out of 10 howler as Bryan Mbeumo shines again. Bryan Mbeumo scored for the 4th time in 5 games as Manchester United drew 2-2 away to Tottenham in the Premier League with massive late drama. Manchester United battled to a thrilling 2-2 draw against Tottenham Hotspur on Saturday in a Premier League showdown full of late drama. The Red Devils took the lead in the first half when Amad Diallo produced a brilliant assist for Bryan Mbeumo, who coolly slotted home to continue his fine scoring form. United went into the break ahead, but Spurs came out stronger in the second half and eventually found an equalizer through Matthijs de Ligt. The home side kept pushing, and it looked like Richarlison's stoppage time strike had sealed all 3 points for Tottenham. However, in true United fashion, Matthijs de Ligt rose highest in the 96th minute to nod in a dramatic equalizer, rescuing a vital point and sparking wild celebrations among the traveling supporters. He seemed off the pace at the start of the match but sharpened up in the first half and kicked off the second half with 2 excellent saves. However, he couldn't prevent either of Tottenham's goals. 7. Harry Maguire. He appeared fired up from the get-go, acknowledging the away fans with applause. He put in a solid performance at the heart of the back 3, making crucial interceptions, and him going off injured before Spurs' 2 goals was a big blow. 7. Dutch manager Ronald Koeman has recalled Matthijs de Ligt to the national team for the upcoming international break. De Ligt earned that recall but was culpable for the equalizer. He then redeemed himself with a heroic header. 6. He occasionally moved into midfield, which sometimes gave the formation the look of a back 4. Shaw had a decent game but was on the pitch during the late collapse. 5. He was praised by Amorim for his aggressive pressing. It seemed unfair to substitute him in the 59th minute when Patrick Dorgu appeared to be the logical choice for a change. 6. Casemiro. His early loose passes set a poor tone, and he failed to help United secure the win. 5. What a dramatic night for Manchester United. Ruben Amorim's men showed resilience and belief, fighting until the final whistle to snatch a 2-2 draw away at Tottenham. With injuries to Maguire and Sesko and a young squad still adapting, the coach's words were clear. This is only the beginning of a strong United project. Now it's time to reset during the international break and come back even stronger. Let us know in the comments. Do you believe Amorim is the right man to bring United back to the top? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for all the latest Manchester United news and reactions.